Snitch, you're thinking small. I think big, snitch. Think big, snitch. You know, it really grinds my gears that you're everyone else's hype man and not your own. It really grinds my gears that you can find time to advocate for other people's insecurities, protect other people, but not protect yourself. It's such a disservice to the world. A lot of us have stories and life journeys and experiences that have caused us to hide. It can be easy to see yourself as your insecurity. It's easy to see yourself as whatever label. It's easy to see yourself as what people have seen you in the past. Ease of adapting to negativity makes us less prone to protect ourselves, less prone to see ourselves as an asset, and less prone to see the valuables and the positives that we gain and add to society. The Bible says that our gift will make room for us, but how will your gift make room for you if you don't even see it? Okay, I like to do this, I have a hobby in this, or I may be proficient and productive with this, and I have a consistency of getting great results with this thing. But what do you really like about yourself? What do you really believe that you add to the world? What are the seeds that you're planting into the ground? There's something that my pastor always says, and he says he wants to leave this world empty like a prune, like shriveled up. When you think about a prune, it's dehydrated, it's lost its flavor, it's lost its juice, it's lost its life. And leaving as a prune means that I gave that life and I put it out into the world. But before you put it out to the world, make sure you put it out into yourself. I feel like a lot of us are living for the future, living for future kids with the mindset of like, okay, well, if I couldn't break the generational curse, I'll set my kids up better. And you don't give yourself the capacity to be able to enjoy certain things that you've always desired. Why are you not putting yourself first? Why are you thinking about a generation that is not here yet? Yes, that's great thinking, but why are you not advocating for you? You're worth the advocacy. You're worth the time. You're worth the intentionality. And I know the intentionality part of it is very difficult. It's hard to break generational curses. It's difficult, especially if you're feeling like you have to do this thing by yourself when, there's so many resources in life and people and community that's necessary, so we won't feel like we're holding the weight of the world on our shoulders. But before you think about the future family that you don't have yet, before you think about the children that you have yet to conceive, think about your mental health. Think about your spiritual health. Think about your emotional health. Think about the things that are weighing down on you that you just put to the side because you don't think that you're worth it. You're worth it, and you're worth it beyond what you're used to or what the enemy has told and lied to you. We have to remember that the enemy is the father of lies. He has nothing else to do but lie. He's such a liar, he can't even tell the truth. And the thing is, with that, liars know the truth. He's a liar that knows the truth, but he wants you to not know it. He likes to feed on those things that you feel like make you less than. You're not less than. Because if you were less than, there will be no need for the enemy to tell you any lies or for him to be persistent or adamant with doing that specific action. He sees you as a prize already, just with the tenacity of speaking negativity to get you off your path and your course of journey that God has put you on. I compete in pageants, and one of the coaches were telling me was, you have to be your number one fan. You know how when they're a fan of a celebrity and they make these different Instagram pages, they're posting about their outfits, they post it when they're out at public spaces, they're taking pictures of them, they're posting it on all the fan accounts that they have, and they're growing their following focused on this person. How these outward people do that to this one person, yeah, you have to do that for yourself. And when I changed that perspective, I'm like, dang, like, I do have to be my first fan. I have to be the president of my own fan club. You have to be the president of your fan club. because no one's going to be able to tell your story like you. No one's going to be able to translate the things in your journey like only you can. Only you know the ins and out of your highs and your lows of this thing called life. And what better person to tell that story and to illustrate the glory of God through all of that than you. And when I changed that perspective, it made me look at my life like, dang, I be encouraging so and so. Dang, this girl, I was fighting depression and I did X, Y, and Z, and she said I pulled her out of a rut. Dang, I said this and this person said I was so positive. But yet we can be so positive for other people, but we can't be that same, we can't keep that same energy with ourselves. There's definitely a disconnect. Why do you think other people are more worthy of you than you are of you? Why do you think your life is meant to just be given out to people where you're experiencing withdrawals and no deposits? Like, you should be depositing into your account first. And I think that's something that I also learned in like business or some finance class, where they were saying, you make this money, you pay yourself first with this money, and then you pay your bills, and then you go to savings. But you pay yourself a little amount, and then you budget everything else. You have to pay you. Because trying to pay yourself to other people, and I feel like people, we do that as people, we do that for validation, we do that for people to accept us, we do that for people to see us. Oh, hey, you see me, I'm so good, I'm following these rules, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, look at me, hey, accept me. When everything that you need is inside of you, all the love that you need, all the cherishing, all the joy, all the peace is inside of you. And God made you with the intention to be a whole person. It's all about if you want it. We fail to reach wholeness because we get so caught up in the past. We get so caught up on insecurities. We get so caught up on who did what to us. But when we push past those things and those past identities and those past hurts, and not saying that they won't hurt anymore or hurt any less, but when we make that decision, life is about decisions and life is about choices. When are you going to choose to be better in spite of what you're feeling? Your feelings and your emotions should not be dictating the decisions that you're making. Yes, they're indicators of things that you're experiencing, but they should not be dictating where you will be going or how you will be executing. If anything, your mind should have the capacity to say, you know what, I feel like I want to beep beep, cuss people out, but you know what, I'm going to continue to strive. You know what, I feel like I want to go into a depression hole and I want to forget about myself and not praise myself. But you decide to get up, take a shower, and put some clothes on, do your hair, and go out, even if it's solo. You have to be your own president of your fan club because no one else is going to do it. And I think this is the biggest epiphany that I've had, especially coming into adulthood, because it's like you're sitting waiting for people to make things right and they're not going to come back. And even think of it, there's probably somebody hoping and wishing, expecting you to come back. And you may not even know what that thing is. And that could be the same for whoever you're expecting. They may not even know about what you're expecting, but you're holding them so tight in this idea of what needs to be done. It's time to move forward in life. Cheer yourself on, pat yourself on the back, and find people and places and spaces, communities that will do that with you and for you, that will lift you up instead of tear you down. That's one of the first ways too that will help you to be your president of your fan club. Realizing what relationships are attached to you. We look at ourselves bad because of the people that are attached to us. If you have friends that are picking on you, or you have friends saying, oh girl, oh she did her little thing, you did something that you enjoyed, and they call it little, or they like, oh she did her little, I don't know, whatever that is. I used to have people that were around me like that growing up. I remember I did this college project and it was big, it was major, and we rapped economic concepts. We made a music video, and it's actually on my channel. It's probably one of the first videos. I'll link it either down below in the description box or above so you guys can watch it. But this was my second year doing it, and it was a hit, baby. I was the leader, and of that group project, and no one could tell me anything. We coordinated the photographer, the videographer, the rap artist, because everybody on our campus was a rapper, and we won the local level and the national level across the board for this competition. And it was in the school newspaper, and it was featured in London, and then this STEM program in this school, and I got to speak to in Mississippi. And you know, I shared it with family, and family shared it with the community I grew up with at church. And I remember some people like, oh yeah, her mom did show us that little video she did, and it wasn't like just like, oh, that little video, which I don't think little should be a part of any terminology for people that support you. People that spoke about it, it just kind of made me feel bad, because I'm like, I know I worked my butt off for this, and these are people that I love, and this is how they're speaking about it. People are no longer a part of my life, and my view on myself has expanded so much since then. I don't keep myself in a box. I don't feel like I have to audition for people's approval. I don't feel like I have to idolize people in order for them to accept me. And you have to make the decision for yourself too. Life is a journey, yes, but small choices along the way help you to reach the desired outcome. And we have to desire ourselves more than other people, because in the long run, you came into this world by yourself and you leave by yourself. So decide that you're going to live for yourself. Decide that you're going to live for yourself and not the validation of others. Decide you're going to live for your well-being, and to create good fruit out of your life, and not just for what people's perceptions will be, because people's perceptions change, and people think so many different things about any and everything. But you have to decide that this is what I think about myself, and that's law, and that's facts, and that's it. So choose you. Be the president of your own fan club, and don't let anybody get in your way. Not your mom, not your dad, not the community you grew up in, not anything. You have to decide what it's going to be, because people only know how to treat you based off of how you treat yourself. And if you don't treat yourself good, well, then that just sets the tone for how everybody else can feel that they can treat you. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Share it, and I look forward to speaking with you again. Bye.